Hey y'all. Whew. Welcome to another letter. This is going to be Office Hours with Adrienne, where you guys write me questions and here is where I answer them. I have some time. I have my laptop with me and ready to go. So I'm going to read a email with a question that I received a few days ago. I'm getting myself pulled up. And we're gonna go over it, y'all, because y'all will be surprised how many of you guys have the same exact questions. So I'm going to answer them here. And we're gonna get started. If you would like to submit a question to me, please feel free. There is a link in my bio. It is the button that is called Office Hours with Adrienne. If you click on that link, it is a form. You fill out the form and I get your questions and then we answer them here. So I'm pulling up my my email. Okay. Where we at? Okay, I'm ready. Okay. So this letter reads, Dear Adrienne, I think perfectionism is ruining my life, but I don't know how to stop. I am a 29-year-old data analyst, and the irony is I can solve complicated problems at work, but when it comes to my own business, I freeze. I've created the same digital product idea at least 6 different times, 6 completely different versions, and haven't finished one. Not one. Every time I get close, I start telling myself it's not clear enough, it's too basic, someone else has already said this better, it needs more examples, it needs more value, and suddenly I am deleting the whole thing and starting over. It's exhausting and I feel stuck in a loop and I can't escape. My question is, how do I know when something is good enough to release? And how do I stop sabotaging myself before I even start? I'm going to try to go piece by piece with this. Okay, so I don't know if a lot of you have ever heard of the term now I can't think of it, of course. That's gonna bother me. Something syndrome. What's it called? I can't think of it. Neither here nor there. What it is the idea that you do not have what it takes to be what it is that you are trying to be. Okay. This is imposter syndrome. Listen, this is real, okay? 99.9% of my clients have this syndrome, whether it is with what you want to sell, with your credentials or non-credentials, if it's dealing with the price. At some point along the line, y'all have this problem and you feel like what you want you don't deserve, or you are hesitant to ask for it. Okay, it is real and I need you to please shake it off. Okay, I'm going to try and go piece by piece in this letter. I have created the same digital product idea at least 6 different times, 6 complete different versions, and I haven't finished one, not one. This is what I would like you to do. Because at the end you're asking, how do you know when something is good enough to release? You will never know. And that does not change whether you are in business, you're starting business, you're thinking about starting a business, if you've been in business for 10, 15, 20 years, that never changes. Okay? You will never know. You would never know. Most of the time in business, it is very much trial and error. It is very much stick it out there and see what's going to come of it, right? What I suggest you do is just take one. one version of that digital product. Just take one version of it, complete it. I'm not saying get rid of the other 5, right? Keep the other 5. What I'm saying is do one, complete one, and put it out there. What you have to understand is that your audience, they're going to tell you what they need. Whether it is what you put out there or you need to tweak it. There's nothing wrong with tweaking it. There's nothing wrong with revisions. That is normal. Nobody's going to get it hit on the nail every single time. That's not how business works. That's not how evolving works. I don't even think that would be fun. If I'm being quite frank, you can't learn if you know everything. So don't let knowing be the goal here. I want your goal to be to just release it. I know, crazy, right? Just release it. And the people who you are trying to get, right, to be your audience, when they see it, when you show it to them, when you present it, they will tell you if it is good as it is or if something needs to be added to that. But that comes with you too. So sometimes you're going to present it and they're not going to buy it, right? It's still up to you to now reach out to them and say, hey, do you mind if I ask why you didn't? You have to get that feedback in order to really know where you stand with everything. But that is the best way to go about doing it. Just take one. And when I say one, take one of those ideas with that product, right? Take one idea that is quick to get up and going. So out of those, I think you said 6. Out of those 6, which one out of that 6 is, if you're anything like me, out of the 6 ideas and products that you have, they're each at different stages. So one might be at like a 15% that you did 15% of it. Another one might be at 30. Another one might be at 40. Another one might be at 50. Maybe one at 75. And that last one you got is maybe at like 90, 95% completed. Take that 95%. Look at me, my people picky. Take that 95% one. Sorry, y'all, my dust is shaking. Complete it. Because completing that 95% one is not going to take you long. Complete the 95% one and put it out there. And then get feedback. For instance, there's at least, well, I'm not going to say there is at least. I'm going to hope that there is at least one person, whether it's in your family and friends, whether it's in your network, whether it's in a community that you might have joined. There are several free communities that you can join that helps and speaks a lot about digital products and selling digital products, right? If you're already part of a community, put it out there and get their feedback and see what they say. But what I'm telling you, just take one, preferably the one that is 90 to 95% done, the one that is closest to being done, right? Take that one, complete it, put it out there, and then continue to push it out there until you get the feedback. Whether it's you get the sales or you get the actual feedback and you actually speak to people to know exactly what it is that they're looking for. Because the more you speak to people, the more you're going to know what they're looking for. And I hope this is like, I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down when I say that. So start with that one. And you might learn that from that one, they need something else added to it, right? But you might not know, but what they might need added to it, it might have been one of the other 5 that you was already working on. You see how that works? So if you take one, you put it out there, you get the response. You say, yeah, I see how this is this, but I needed to be more like this. And one of your other 5 that you had already, right? Started, not completed, but started it already. They will, one of those might actually be what they actually need. So you might not even be that far off, but you're not going to know until you release at least one of them. So to answer your first question, how do I know when something is good enough to release? You will not know. It is impossible to know. And if you think you're going to know, that is you trying to sell to you, and that's not who you're trying to sell to. You ain't trying to sell to you. So why would you take off? Why would you consider what you think? It's not for you. Ooh, on my shirt. It's not for you. Okay? So don't get hung up on that. It's not for you. So whether or not you know if it's ready or not, it's not up to you to know. Put it out there. And I promise you, the people will tell you exactly what they are needing. And then you just adjust. You pivot. That's it. You revise. Back to the drawing board. And probably not fully, because like I said, one of the 5 that you have might be what they are actually leaning more towards, not knowing that you probably had it all along, but you're not going to know that until you put it out there, okay? That's your first question. And how do I stop sabotaging myself before I even start? That is a mind game that you're going to have to work on. And technically, your question, your 2 questions, the second one is the same exact answer for the first one. You're not going to be able to stop sabotaging yourself until you put it out there. The more you don't put it out there, the more you're going to be sitting in this exact moment doing the exact same thing, coming up with another 6 different things to create. Because mind you, you're still creating the things. You're not finishing them, but you're creating them, right? And if you're not going to finish them, what happens to all that time? All that mental space? Because mind you, mentally you working it out. You had your own little brainstorm session. Then after you do that, then you hop on and you begin working on it, right? How it's going to look, what you're going to, you do all that and then don't complete it. You do all that and don't actually complete it and release it. What is to say for all the time that you spent on that? The best way to break out of the sabotaging is to release it. Release it and see what happens. So, this whole it's not clear enough to who? Because you ain't shown to nobody else. You talking about you? This ain't for you. It's not clear enough. It's too basic. Surprisingly, basic is the way to go. Basic is actually what most people who actually do launch and do execute, that's what they struggle with, is being basic. You having something that is basic is actually a very good thing, because when it's basic, it's easy to explain. And when it's easy to explain, when you do explain it, everybody understands exactly what you're talking about. So that's actually a beautiful thing for it to be basic, okay? Someone else has already said this better. You're correct. You are absolutely correct, right? The difference is they don't say it like you say it. That's the difference. And you saying that they said it better? According to who? That's what I'm saying. Do you know that meme with do you know that meme with Kermit the Frog? And he's looking in the mirror, and on one side he got the hoodie, and on the other side it's just Kermit. That's what this sounds like. It sounds like you are talking literally to yourself, and you're allowing yourself to come up with the answers, and you're not targeting yourself. Someone else already said this better. Who is saying that to you? Is this Kermit with the hood on? Is that who's saying that? There's people out there that's going to understand it better once you say it. And you have to keep that in mind. Some people are going to finally hear it because you said it in your way, in your tone, in your language, in your verbiage, in your jargon. They're going to actually, it's going to click for them because you said it in the way that only you can say it. It needs more examples. That's Kermit with the Hood. It needs more value. That's Kermit with the Hood. You're letting Kermit with the Hood in the mirror tell you all these things. Listen, having negative thoughts is normal, right? It's a part of things. What I encourage you to do in these moments is whoever is in your head saying these things to you, I want you to give that person a name. Give that person a name. And every time something negative comes up, I want you to address that by name, right? So the name that popped in my head, I can't use because my chat GPT, that's his name. So I can't use that name because it's a negative, whatever. Let's say Karen, right? Let's say it's just Karen. You said, I'm gonna name all the bad ideas. I'm gonna name them. Bad ideas. All the bad thoughts in my head. That's self-doubt. I'm gonna name all them Karen. Okay. So every time you're doing one, right? So don't you start a number 7. Okay. You got 6. Do not start a 7. Don't do it. Okay. Out of those 6, whatever comes to mind as far as what's wrong with it, I want you. That is Karen talking to you. Okay, Karen is the Kermit with the Hood. So when you hear, oh, it's not, no, I don't like it, it's not clear enough, say, Karen, nobody asked you. Just name the negativity. Give it a name. You already having talks with it anyway. You might as well go ahead and give it a name. Give it a name and be able to address it by name. These questions that you have or these doubts that you have is not pertaining to your audience. And I know it's not, because the audience hasn't even seen what you're talking about, because you ain't completed nothing yet. Okay, so relax, take one of the 6 that is closest to completion, complete it, and get it out there. And by get it out there, I mean complete it, download it, create you a cute little way for you to be able to deliver it, create your little payment, your payment link or your payment processor, and then begin telling people about what you are offering. Because you're not going to know until you offer it, because nobody else knows that you have it to offer, because you haven't said that you have it to offer. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I hope you are. Okay, so that's what I'm going to recommend. I'm going to recommend one of the 6. Just complete it, package it, tell people about it, get the feedback, and that feedback is going to be actual people letting you know what they want, not you telling yourself in the mirror what it ain't. Okay, just do that. And I think you'll be well on your way to either having one or multiple. Multiple might come from this. You never know, okay? So, I hope this was helpful. For anybody who is also watching, if you would like to send me your questions, click the link in my bio. There's a there's a button. It is called Office Hours with Adrienne. Please click on it, fill out the form. And on the form, you will ask your question. I will get your form and I will answer your questions. Okay. Until next time, I will see you guys later.